Yeah,
thanks, Corian, and thank you all for coming. This is an awesome crowd, so I'm really psyched to be here. I love coming down the hill. It's so nice down here. It's nice to get out of the cold and the gray for a little while, even though it hasn't been all that snowy this season. But I did get out skiing this morning, in case you were wondering. That's okay.
At what time?
I did go out at 5 a.m. to make sure I was going to be on the road by 9, because I didn't know what was going on at 80, but I'm here, so it's all good. Thank you very much. I do want to thank Corian for inviting me down here. It's great to talk to some new faces. We have a similar group, actually, up in Truckee called Silicon Mountain, which was the Silicon Valley, and they turned it into Silicon Mountain. And it's a tiny group. There's I think there's like 15 or 20 of us at any meeting, so it's really cool to see you guys sell the salad, if you will, or whatever it is. Affiliate market. First, I need to know a couple quick questions about you guys, and I'm going to urge you to pay attention because you're only going to win stuff at the end if you can answer the questions correctly. Okay? So incorrect answers, we're going to move on to somebody else. So you got to pay attention. Take notes if you have to. First, how many business owners, managers, people who make decisions in the business or workplace that they work in? Just a show of hands, really quickly. Well, that's easy. Okay. And how many of you can make decisions about your website or have a website? Okay, so pretty much almost the whole crew, which is good. So, if I mention an acronym that you don't understand, please stop me. If I say something that is confusing, please stop me. I'm not a formal presenter. I actually run my own business as well. I do things like this occasionally on the side. And I did forget. Can you give me like I wanted to talk for like 40 minutes or 45 minutes so we have enough time for questions. So give me like a 5-minute at the end.
Okay.
I didn't set my phone. So feel free to interrupt, or even if there's a pertinent question on a particular slide, let me know. Again, who am I? So the agenda. Who am I? Why am I here? What is cost per acquisition advertising? And I'm going to sort of use affiliate marketing or cost per acquisition advertising interchangeably throughout today. Why should we do it? What is an affiliate? What do they do? Tips and tricks to setting up and running an affiliate program and long-term results. And I did have one more question. Are any of you affiliates or worked with an affiliate program? Have any involvement? So we have a few good ones. Good. So call me out if I say anything incorrectly, please. And other than that, I'm here to help. So. Tahoe Mountain Sports. This is who I am. I've been working, as Corian said, with Tahoe Mountain Sports since 2006. We started as an online-only company. And, my passion has always been the outdoors. And currently, in my workplace, my passion is really e-commerce. I love retail. I love customer service. I love talking to people, don't get me wrong. But what really makes me happy and keeps me doing what I'm doing is being involved in e-commerce and really all aspects of that, as Corian said. Whether it's search engine marketing, social media, affiliate marketing, that's really what excites me. And so I hope that comes out a little bit today. Tahoe Mountain Sports, this is our homepage right here. It was flashing up before we got here. A couple of quick stats for you there. One of the really cool things, so we're up in Tahoe, as you know. We have a very small full-time population, if you will. So to be a successful business up there, you really do have to be a bit creative. And our goal was really to anchor ourselves in sort of this adventure capital of the world, to be quite honest, but to really be selling globally, and we do that. So we sell nationally, we sell globally, we sell out of our store in Tahoe, we ship things down here to Grass Valley and Nevada City all the time. And really, that bottom bullet right there, ooh, yay, look at that, I love these. Cross-channel traffic and our cross-channel conversions. And what I mean by that, if I'm losing anybody, is using our website to drive people into our store, using our email marketing to drive people into our store, really bringing more people into our store to make our physical space more affordable is the reality. We don't need a store on downtown Kings Beach, Main Street, to do really what we're doing here. We could have a warehouse wherever. But we believe in our community. I'm very passionate about community. I think community is also what drives us all to be happy in our daily lives. And so to me, it's very important to be a part of that community with our store and really trying to increase our sales in the store, and everything that we're doing, including affiliate marketing, has been doing that. And that's been a really exciting trend for us over the past 12 to 18 months. Okay. Acronyms. Ready? Here it is. I think a lot of you already know some of these, so I'm going to do them quickly. CPC is cost per click advertising. I'm showing you an example of that over here. Basically, you pay for a click. Anytime somebody clicks on you, no matter what they do afterwards, you paid for it. It's good lead. Maybe it's a sale. Maybe it's not. Those of us who are good at it, like Corian, gets a lot more sales than those of us who aren't. You know, like me sometimes. Cost per impression, CPM. This is basically when you pay per 1,000 impressions is a standard term there. What I'm showing you here is a little banner up here. This is a website called Trailspace that I'll come back to quite a bit. And I'm sorry, this is a Google AdWords type of cost per click. Am I talking too quickly, or is it okay?
Go.
Sorry.
They're used to me.
Okay, good. Corey was like, you gotta get through quick. You told me I got too many slides, so I'm trying to go quick. Cost per click, you know, this is Google AdWords, some product ads here, etc. and so forth. Cost per impression. So these guys, Massey's, this is Trailspace is an outdoor-oriented website. These guys are just another outdoor store in our space, and what they're doing is basically some branding up here. They're not paying for anything in particular. They're basically paying to be in the top header bar of this website in our industry, which this website gets a lot of traffic. They want to get their brand name out there, so they're paying per impression. Generally a big brand awareness type of thing. Now, other businesses would disagree, but for me, brand awareness. Lastly, cost per acquisition, or CPA, and that's predominantly what we're going to talk about today. This is when you pay, you only pay when a sale is made, okay? This is my favorite kind of advertising because you only have to pay when something actually has happened, okay? What you're going to see down here is some examples of that, and so it's a bad web page because it got cut off, but this is a banner ad going to my website. This is a sale we're running right now, actually. This was on maybe Earn Your Turns or backcountry.com or one of the, not Earn Your Turns or another website. But I will pay, if somebody clicks this banner, comes to my website and buys something, I will pay the person who owns this website a commission. Basically, that is affiliate marketing. So again, affiliate marketing is a marketing practice where a retailer, and it could be any type of retailer, so I sell outdoor gear, okay? It doesn't matter if you sell dresses, it doesn't matter if you sell phone numbers, it doesn't matter if you are even trying to get somebody to sign up for an email program, or for an email list, for example, so like real estate agents and people like that. You can have affiliate programs as long as there's an action at the end of the day, all right? So what you're paying for is a conversion on that action, all right? Affiliates are great because basically they're sort of an extension of your brand. They're driving traffic to your website, and they've gotten that traffic. So in a lot of cases, a customer has never perhaps heard of me, but they got to whatever affiliate they got to, and then they came to me. So that affiliate was an extension of my brand to some extent. And so that's a really good way to look at some of this, okay? Affiliates drive traffic to your website in basically 4 different ways, okay? Or they do 4 different things. So first, what they're doing for you is they're building your brand. As I said before, they're putting my banners, my logo, my products on their website pretty much for free, okay? We're going to get to that at the end. I'm going to show you some stats about how free that really is, actually, and what kind of brand development that can drive for you. Search engine optimization. So again, right here, they're perhaps bidding on products that you carry. They're not bidding on your name. That would be illegal, and we'll get to that in a minute. Or it's illegal if you want it to be. But they're basically bidding on terms and other things, and not just bidding. They could be doing natural search engine optimization as well to get them a higher place in the search engines, and in turn, hopefully have some click-throughs to your website. They build web communities. This is one of my favorites, and we're going to show some really good examples here. So if there are any bloggers in the room, or really any writers or content people in the room, this is probably the fastest growing arena of affiliate marketing. Okay, and we're gonna come back to this in a minute, because basically what these people are doing is they're talking about things, and hopefully they're inserting your name or your products into those things that they're talking about. And then finally, paid marketing, which I've already kind of touched on, but basically they're spending money to get you a sale, and sometimes that's successful. Here's my favorite slide, okay? So for any of the business owners or managers in the room, do you sit there on a daily basis and people come in your store or your office or whatever it is and say, hey, I've got a great new advertising proposal for you, or we're putting out a new visitor's guide, or we're putting out a new business directory, or I'm a new guy building a website and I want you to advertise on my website and it's only going to be $1,000 a year. You know, if you're me and you're a business owner like me, this happens daily, maybe between emails, people in person, phone calls. I mean, the marketers, they're unbelievably persistent, annoying, and there's a lot of them these days. Everybody is trying to get something, okay? Especially as the economy's gotten worse, I've noticed the volume of marketing requests has actually been increasing, at least up in Tahoe where we are. So one thing that to me, and pretty much I look at all of those people and say, do you have an affiliate program? And the answer is quiet, just like that. Okay? They say, no, what's an affiliate program? And then I say, well, how do I know you're going to do anything for me? Oh, well, we have this kind of reach, and we have that kind of reach. I don't care what kind of reach you have. At the end of the day, in the current state of the economy, I need to make a sale. That's what I am in business to do. I am in business to make a sale of any sort. Okay, I don't care what it is. So I look at those people and I generally say no, 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 no 100 times. And honestly, this is why I love affiliate marketing. Okay, it's performance-based. You only pay if a sale is made. I'm going to say that a lot of times today. And again, quality affiliates are really promoting your brand free of charge. So, we've been over a lot of this. One of the things that I'd like to hit on as well is new customer acquisition. Okay? So if you're a retailer of any sort, if you're selling anything, new customer acquisition is probably one of the hardest things to do these days. It's extremely hard to get new customers and keep them. And that's really where affiliates come into play quite a bit. I think I ran the report about a week ago, and 80% of our sales that are coming in from affiliates, and this is mostly content-based affiliates, those communities I was talking about before, are new customers to us. We've never seen them. They had never been to our website before. Okay? And we actually have about a customer retention rate of about 25%, which is pretty darn good in our industry. Our industry is really price competitive. And so one of the things that we do with our affiliates is we put them into their own email bucket, and that's a whole nother topic for another day of email marketing. But we like to take our new customers and treat them a little bit differently. We give you a whole welcome series of, welcome to us, here's our Facebook page, here's our blog, and here's a lot of the other things we're doing. Rather than if you're already familiar with us, you probably already know some of those things. And so you would go into a different bucket, and we then market to you differently as time goes on, especially in the first 30 to 60 days. Okay? So new customer acquisition is a really big piece of affiliate marketing and something that we pay a lot of attention to. I'm going to give you a few examples of affiliates, and I'm going to dump these affiliates into basically three main buckets. Okay? And the three main buckets are kind of, they're a bit vague, but they're also important for you to recognize, okay? So the first one is a coupon site. So if any of you shop online, at some point you've probably been like, maybe I could get a better deal. How are those deals out there? And you might say, you know, Home Depot coupons online, and all of a sudden all these sites come up with all these crazy coupon listings out there. Same thing goes for online retailers, okay? Little trick, if you did search Tahoe Mountain Sports coupons, hopefully we come up first because we actually have our own coupon page. We try to bypass our affiliates if we can. But you're going to come up with a lot of sites like Retail Me Not is a big one, and I'll show you some examples before. The Find is a little bit more of a shopping site, but there's about 1 million coupon sites out there. They're okay, all right? When I say a coupon site, a lot of people go, coupons, I don't want to discount my product, okay? In a lot of ways, you're not discounting your product, you're getting a customer, okay? If you can get that customer, think about what you can do with that customer over the course of their lifetime, whether it be 3 months, 6 months, or 24 months. It doesn't matter, okay? So don't be afraid to use coupons to market your online business. It's something I do talk about a lot. The magnifies of the word, the Find is basically it's a huge shopping engine, and so that's like a price grabber or next tag if you're familiar with those kinds of sites. And the Find works a little bit differently, but then there's these big shopping engines that basically just amalgamate everybody's products together. They lump them all together. They don't care who you are. They don't care what product it is. All they're really trying to do is have every single product in the world listed on their website so that they can make a few bucks off of it. So shopping engines, coupon sites, and lastly, content-based sites. Those are the best, okay? Content sites are the best. So if you have a blog or you do a good job with content and writing, pay attention, because I'm definitely speaking from the merchant point of view, but I'm going to try to give you some information if you were an affiliate as well. So I'm going to try to balance that as best as I can. Magnify, Trail Space, Teton Gravity Research, and again, I'm using a lot of examples from my own industry. You're all going to know your own industries a lot better than I am, and if you don't, go out and look around and do some general searches on the things that you're doing in your industry to kind of see who the big players are and see what kind of information you can gather about who's out there. You'd be really surprised sometimes that a lot of them are affiliates and you could get links and or banners or whatever on their sites. Content sites are the best because content sites, while they're selling stuff, they're really selling passion and they're selling the love of whatever it is, whether it's photography or outdoor sports or bird watching, it doesn't matter. They're the ones talking about you, but they're also talking about products and they're talking about other retailers and they're talking about how to use things, okay? And that's probably most important. So Magnify, this is a local website if any of you are familiar with it. It's a funny story that I'll tell you at the end about this website, but basically, you know, they have weather reports and webcams and all sorts of stuff. And guess what they also have? They also have affiliate banners, because guess what they realized, I think about 2 years ago, whenever Rachel actually started to work for them, was they had this great site that got a ton of traffic because everybody wanted to know from the Bay Area, how are they going to get to Tahoe, what's 80 look like, blah, 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 blah. These guys were getting a ton of traffic, more traffic than I can imagine, not imagine, but than I really want their traffic. So they were like, wow, how can we monetize this? They were one of the first people that came to me a couple of years ago and said, hey Dave, you have an online business, we want you to advertise on our site for $1,000 a month. And I looked them in the face and said, you're crazy, okay? It was like, there's no way I'm just paying $1,000 a month for this. Prove to me you can do something. Because sometimes sites like this, they're not making big calls to action. People are going here for information, okay? You gotta hope that maybe the passenger in the car is the one going here for information and not the driver, because that passenger in the car is the one sitting there waiting. You know, they're the one who might click on something like this and actually, you know, proceed to buy in X amount of time. But all of these are affiliate banners. They used to have mine up there. I turned them on to this. They don't have mine anymore. It's great. Just goes to show, be careful what you tell people, right? So I learned the hard way. I talk about all this stuff. I'm really passionate about it. It comes back to hurt me, and I lose a relationship. But that's another story. This is back to trailspace.com. So what these guys do, so you can see all these tabs here. I'm just showing you one tab. I'm showing you a where to buy tab. These guys are probably the most extensive site in the outdoor industry for product reviews. They have like millions of product reviews on this site, okay? They also have a tab here, where to buy. Very convenient. Might as well make some money off of all those reviews that we're collecting from all these people, okay? So for this product right here, we've got 4 of us listed here, maybe 5 in orders, and we can go why the different orders and stuff like that. We'll get into that in a minute.
What was this website again?
This is called trailspace.com. Probably one of the best content-based websites for the outdoor industry, okay? But a good example of what else you can do. Here's everybody's favorite. Here's your coupon websites, okay? Again, coupons are not bad, and if people have questions about that, we can talk about it during the question time, but coupons are good, they're okay if they gain you a customer and you can keep that customer. If you can't keep that customer and you're losing margin, then you might need to re-examine how that's working for you. But if you can keep the customer, and even if you can keep 1 out of every 2 customers, you're probably doing just fine. That's a good ratio, all right? So these guys, all they do, you know, you type in coupons, they come up, you type in, you know, whatever store you're shopping on right here online, you'll probably find at least a $5 off coupon, you know, as long as you're spending $50 or something like that. We all try to hide them, us retailers, no, coupons, bad, but they're a reality, they're okay, embrace them, okay? Let's move into tips and tricks to setting up and running an affiliate program. So, there are a lot of affiliate networks out there. So, I'm a merchant, we've already talked about affiliates, right? Now, there's a middleman here, obviously, right? Somebody has to put all of this together, okay? How is that merchant going to trust me to pay him a commission when the internet is the internet? It's a vast world of nothingness that things get lost in, right?
Great definition of the internet. I gotta write that one down.
Things just get lost in. As you can tell, I'm not an official speaker. I don't do this for a living. I do this
it's
for
pneumatic
fun.
tubes.
There you go. Exactly. So there are actually affiliate platforms out there, and basically an affiliate platform is that third party. It's that middle person. Okay, it's the person who is collecting money from me, the merchant, who's tracking what's called a cookie, okay, from the affiliate. And I should take a step back as to how affiliate marketing actually works. So if I say the word cookie in your web browser, people know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're tracking you. We know what you do. We know how old you are. We know where you live, right? All of those good things. That is a cookie. And basically how it works for affiliate marketing is these affiliates, Trailspace, you know, the Retail Me Not site, they basically, if you hit their site, they'll hit you with a cookie so that when you go back out surfing the web, you still have that cookie in your browser. And then depending on how long the cookie lasts for, so for us, we give a 60-day cookie duration. Okay, so you can visit Trailspace, you can visit Mag, you can visit any of those other sites, and if you come and buy something from me within 60 days, and you haven't visited any other affiliate in that time, that qualifies you for the commission. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So basically the affiliate platform manages that cookie, they manage the money, they manage the payouts, and most importantly, they manage the data. Okay? And we're going to get into that in a minute. That is probably the first and foremost thing you want to look for in an affiliate platform. So if you are thinking about and going to join an affiliate platform or be a merchant on an affiliate platform, these are some of the questions you want to start to ask yourself. These are some of the big guys. My guy here, this is my guy in the middle of OnLink. These guys are tiny, by the way, compared to ShareSale. These are probably ShareSale, Mission Junction, and the Google Affiliate Network are your top 3.
ClickBank.
ClickBank, sorry, that's another. There's a million of them, okay? Believe me, there's a million. These are just a couple of them, all right? I've been on both ShareASale and Commission Junction. We are no longer a part of either of those affiliate platforms. We are now exclusively on a program called AvantLink, okay? And there are a number of reasons for that. And the most important reason for me was control, tools, and trust, really. Some of the other platforms are great. They do a great job. They have incredible reach, and they are alive and well and just kicking on all cylinders for a reason. But for a merchant like me, we felt like we were losing control of our affiliate program. We were getting calls about coupons that were displayed on sites that were 2 years old, for example. And we would then go and contact said affiliate and say, hey guy, your coupon's like 2 years old, can you please take it down? You're causing all these extra phone calls and emails and pissed off customers, et cetera and so forth. And you would call 5 times, you would email 100 times, and when you get no response, it's extremely frustrating. And you start to lose that brand awareness. So you're working to build your brand, but then you're denigrating your brand at the same time when you have bad affiliates. Okay? And this is an issue. Don't think every affiliate is good. They're not. All right? And I will caution you about that. You don't need to do business with everybody. You can choose who you want to do business with, and that's a really important point. All right? The reason we've chosen AvantLink, they happen to be the #1 platform in our space, being outdoor industry. They're growing exponentially in all other industries right now. But the guys who actually started this, they sort of developed the original platform for backcountry.com, who is the leader in our space, in my opinion. So they broke off, they left backcountry.com about 5 years ago, started their own. Their natural synthesis was in the outdoor industry. Now, I have referred about 3 other merchants to AvantLink in the past year. One guy who does karate books, another guy who does indoor tomato plants and something else. I mean, really super niche sites. And these guys are doing great on AvantLink, and they've been following up with me, and they're like, thank you so much for that recommendation. We were super sick of Commission Junction as well. Okay? So I'm not downplaying these guys. I'm saying just be careful and make sure that it's doing what you want it to be doing after about 6 months. You have to give it 6 months time. I saw a hand back there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a question because I know you're a retailer, and there are probably some retailers here, but I think a lot of us here too are service-based. So
great. Can
you touch on, just real briefly, is this something that is valuable as well to a service-based business?
Absolutely. Are you selling a service? Mm-hmm. If you can end the sentence, I sell something, whether it's a service, whether it doesn't matter what it is, yes. Because what you still want qualified traffic at the end of the day, right? So if you want qualified traffic and you want people coming and you want their email addresses, an email address is just as good as a sale to some people. Then you can follow up with them. If you can get some information from them, like not only an email address, but maybe it's a quote form or something like that. That can be turned into an action, right? So if they hit submit on that quote form, and they filled in all the fields and they've hit X, Y, and Z, you can then turn that into a commission. You also, as a service-based business, should think about the affiliate side of things. Okay, so if you're a service-based business and you're a home decorator or something, okay, and you have you counsel people on wallpaper and paint and doors and, sink fixtures and all these other things, perhaps you're better off as an affiliate, right? Because then what you might want to be doing is blogging and talking about what you do. That's how you're going to increase your own visibility in the search engines as well. And I'm sure you guys, Horian's talked to you guys about search engine marketing and really talking about yourself and what you do. It's important to talk about the topics that you rely on as well, right? So if you're talking about the topics, and you want to, you're saying how to redecorate my bathroom in 30 days, or I don't know, I'm just making this up, okay? But and you want to redecorate your bathroom in 30 days, you might put in some links in there to, and even some banners, to some sink manufacturers, to some retailers that you might have relationships with that you get a commission on if you bring them customers. Okay, so it could work either way, whether if you're a service-based business, it just depends what fits you best. If you're a service-based business and you don't want to sell anything through your website, do it more through blogging. That's what's going to increase the visibility and the authority of you and your website anyways at the end of the day. So you might as well monetize that. We call it monetizing your Webspace. You're making your web, if you're paying hosting fees, you're paying email programs, you're paying for all this stuff to have a website, monetize that. Make it earn you a few bucks, make it earn you some money. Okay, and that's all very possible through an affiliate program. From the affiliate perspective, you could be an affiliate on all of these networks if you want to, because you're going to have different merchants in every network. All right. From a merchant perspective, 1 or 2 affiliate platforms. If you're over 2 affiliate platforms, I would take a look at your affiliate program. Okay. Usually one big one, one small one are good starts. Was that good? Any other questions on that? Does that make sense?
Let me make one quick point.
Yeah, please.
If you're a locally based service, it'll be more challenging. So if you're in service and you can be able to sell products to somebody across the country, but if you're a local massage therapist and you want to get a lot of people into your affiliate network, it'll be challenging because how many locally based websites that'll be able to generate qualified traffic are there? So there are some challenges if you're only a locally based service.
Absolutely. At the very least, though, even if you are a locally based service and a lot of hairdressers, for example, sell shampoo and they sell you everything like that. If you can drive some of those sales and especially recurring sales to your website, you're an affiliate. Okay? If you can start to move some of that into your online space, then you can start to earn some money off of some of those types of services. Okay? So, one word of caution up here. First of all, affiliate marketing is not right for everybody at every time. Make sure you have everything in order before you embark on yet another aspect of e-commerce. That's all this is. This is a piece of the puzzle. Okay, as Corian said before, about 15% of my sales are generated through affiliate marketing. That continues to grow, and we want it to grow, but it's only 15% of my sales. So no, I don't spend 80 hours a week on affiliate marketing, all right? And make sure you're aware of that. But make sure your e-commerce system is working. Make sure it's doing what you want it to do, and you're ready to take that next step, okay? Don't do everything up front. We talked about an affiliate Oops, sorry, too fast. We talked about an affiliate platform. Once you join an affiliate program, a couple of things you want to think about. You can't just turn it on. You actually have to do stuff, okay? The first thing, if you are a person selling stuff, whatever stuff that might be, you want to create a data feed of your products. And what I mean by that is basically, in the most basic terms, it's an Excel file with every piece of data on all of your products that you can possibly put together. Okay? Size, color, weight, carrying capacity, and whatever you can possibly think about, make sure it's part of your product data. And that's what a product data feed is going to be, and we're going to see how that's used in a second. Banners. This is probably the most common form of affiliate marketing. It's what you would use on a service-based website. So again, back to the bathroom redecorating model. If that's what you do, you might have some. You might post some banners on your website to make your website look more eye-catching, or do whatever as long as it flows with your site. You might want to put some banners on there to try to catch some people's eyes, get them to click on those banners, in turn perhaps make a sale. Lastly, program terms and description, and this might be last, but this is always the first thing you do, or you do it after you've made a mistake, which a lot of us do. It's not easy. There's a lot of unforeseen things that happen sometimes, but generally this is where you want to say, hey, you're not allowed to bid on Tahoe Mountain Sports. Very simply. And you can tell your affiliates that. You can say, I don't care if you bid on, North Face jacket and spend $1 million a month on North Face jacket. If that's what you want to do, fine. Have a great day. But you're not allowed to bid on Tahoe Mountain Sports. That's my name. That's my trademark. And we're the only ones allowed to bid on that. Okay? That's an example of some of the terms. Some of the other terms you're going to put in there are going to be the commissions you're paying. So we pay different commissions based on those different buckets that I spoke about before. So the coupon sites, they get the lowest commission. They get 7%, okay? Some of my content sites, like those Trail Spaces, the Magnify, some of those guys get upwards of 13 to 14% commission on any sale they send me, okay? That digs into my margin big time. But again, I'm not doing this for the single sale. I am doing this, hopefully, to acquire a customer and to keep that customer coming back and introduce them to my brand, Tahoe Mountain Sports. Okay? Other things you're going to have in there, your cookie duration, things like that. So that's when you can decide on all of that. You do not have to go. There are industry standards. You do whatever you want. You own your own affiliate program, okay? You don't have to be dictated to by anybody else. Now, the Google affiliate network will tell you differently, but the good affiliate networks will tell you, you do what you want, here's what we recommend. Product data feed. So anybody who does sell stuff and you are on an affiliate program, this is probably the single most important thing I can tell you to do. It allows your affiliates to parse your data and present it in a way that customers want to find it, okay? Most importantly, they want to know before they even click through, if this jacket is not available in a large and I'm a large, I don't want to click 5 freaking links to figure out none of these guys have it in a large. That's a waste of my time. It's really annoying. And I've now visited 5 sites. I've gotten so distracted I forgot what I was looking for. Okay? So one great thing you can see right here. Select size, select color. So here's basically who has it in stock. Backcountry, us, Christie Sports, and Amazon, right? But again, who has the black large? That's what I'm shopping for. That's what I want to know. If I didn't provide, this is a site called gearbuyer.com. He's my second best referral, okay? Second best, so he sends me a lot of business. If he didn't have this information from me, it's a big problem because, A, I might be turning off those customers. So again, back to what I went to before with the bad coupon example, right? Bad coupons, you got to deal with customer service calls, you got to deal with customer service emails. It's actually a negative on your brand. You know, you're pissing people off because they're wasting time and they got to follow up on this darn coupon that won't work. Whereas, you know, if you can provide a seamless shopping experience, that's the customer you're going to keep. Okay, every single time. If you can provide a seamless shopping experience from wherever they land on the internet to your site, to the checkout page, that's the goal at the end of the day. And this is important because we all waste a lot of time online, and you don't want to lose those customers. People these days, they go from site to site like this. Facebook has taught us that. All this other stuff, when you update in 2 seconds, it's taught us that.
Real quick, when you talk about kind of keeping that up to date, does the affiliate program, that third-party program, help with that, or is there another tool that does that?
Absolutely, no. So the platform will do that for you. I do take that back a little bit. There might be another intermediary if you need one, and that's sort of a separate conversation because we actually feed our products to like 15 different places. Our affiliate program is simply one of them. So yes, there are third parties that can help you parse that data into the format that these guys want it in, and then those guys want it in, and then those guys want it in, okay? But at the end of the day, even though I have somebody else in the middle, my data is still going to a vault link first, okay? And then Gear Buyer or TrailSpace or whoever, they're taking the data from a Vault link, not from me directly. And that's really important, actually, because basically it's updating every 24 hours. Our product data updates every night at midnight. And it's these guys' jobs to make sure that their sites are also then updated. So the good guys have automated this, okay? The other guys probably haven't. But what you'll notice in your revenue stream is, here's the good guys. It's the 90-10 rule, okay? 90% of your, 90% of your business is basically coming from 5 to 10 affiliates. I've got like 400 affiliates in my program, okay? 90% of our affiliate business comes from a few of these sites because they do such a better job. And that's who you want to partner with, okay? It's all about partnership at the end of the day, and we'll get into that in a second. This is a TrailSpace thing again. He doesn't have size and color, but at the very least he knows I have it in stock because I wouldn't be listed if I didn't. He has my price, so if you're looking here, you can say, well, I can't read it from here, you know, $148.95, $159, or $150.95. Where am I going to start? Well, I'm probably going to start with the cheapest guy, at the very least, right? And see where we get from there. This is a great example. This is one of my favorite sites. This is a site called Sierra Descents. This is a guy who, he lives down in Kern County somewhere, and out in the middle of nowhere, loves to go outside, loves to do stuff. I stumbled upon him a couple of years ago. Basically, what he does, he's got a blog. That's all he does. He writes about what he loves to do. Plain and simple. He loves to go backpacking, he loves to hike in the Sierra Nevada, and he was local. So this was a really good thing for us. This is going to get back to the relationship thing, but here's what we basically did. We sent him a pack to review and said, hey, take this out a few times, have a great time, tell us what you think. So he wrote us an internal review, you know, for our purchasing purposes. Hey, I think this is a good pack, it compares to X, Y, or Z, great. What he also did as part of this deal was he wrote up a review on his site, and you're missing kind of his homepage and stuff, but I'm going to get to that in a second. But what he's doing here, so he's writing a review of a product. Could be any product. It could be wallpaper, it could be paint, back to those other things, okay? But guess what these are? These are affiliate ads. That's what these are. These are built through a Vault link. This is one of many of their fancy tools that they have. And they basically allow him to say, I have this is called the Deuter ACT Trail 24 pack on my website. I want you to show product ads that are similar to this. And this is a very easy widget, actually, that's done from the affiliate end. So he's an affiliate, okay? And he's sending, hopefully me, but perhaps others, traffic, okay? It's a very equalized playing field in this case. If everybody is at the same price, what's to make you choose something different, okay? Now, granted, everyone's not the same price, and there's a few different products, but the point is, he's monetizing his hobby. This is a hobby for him. He's an outdoorsman. He works in LA like 3 days a week. I have no idea what he really does for a job, okay? But he's been telling me lately that he's getting really close to making a living off of this, and that's something really cool. Because this is kind of added income, additional income at the end of the day, right? When the times get tough, when our hours get cut, when things like that happen, if you have a hobby, here's a great way to monetize that hobby.
What's the guy's name?
This guy's name is Andy Lewicki. But he lives, like I said, down in Kern County. The site is sierradescents.com, D-E-S-C-E-N-T. We're going to skip through banner ads. Everybody's seen a banner ad. This is one of my favorites. Okay, I'm going to hurry up because Corian said I have a few minutes left. So, blogs and content. So, we've all seen forums out there in the world, okay? So I was just talking about kind of a guy who was doing a blog before. That was his blog, that was his thing. This is Teton Gravity Research. So this is like the big ski movie company that makes all those big fancy ski movies, right? They have one of the strongest web communities in this sort of action sports ski industry, probably globally, I want to say, but I'm not exactly sure. But if it's not, they're in the top 3 globally. They have millions of users, and basically their entire site, while it's evolved recently in the past year, was pretty much bent on forums. people talking to each other, people, being, kind of cocky, if you will, or telling the other guy, he sucks at something, and I'm awesome at this, and blah, blah, blah. And really, it was just a place for people to vent and have fun, talk about gear, things like that. What these guys figured out really quickly was, oh my God, we have millions of people talking about products, talking about stores, talking about where to buy products. I mean, all of this conversation that was circling around shopping and commerce. And basically through, again, this is an AvantLink affiliate, so AvantLink does have some tools that stand it apart from the rest. But this right here, so this is just a little blurb. I was stuck in an REI recently and relieved my boredom while my girlfriend shopped by watching the GoPro promotional video. I must say, very entertaining if you have a chance. So GoPros, it's those helmet cams that you see, on all the dirt bike racers and skiers and all these action sports guys, right? So this little thing right here, anybody who clicks that and purchases something on REI.com over the next however many, I don't know what their cookies are, but it's probably 60 days, these guys are probably going to earn 7 to 10% off whatever's bought on REI.com, okay? There's trillions of these. Just on this one website. Okay? I'm not joking. Go there. And just go to their forums, and anytime you see something like this linked right here, that's what it is.
So did AvantLink make that link?
No, AvantLink didn't. AvantLink gave Teton Gravity Research the tools to make that link. Okay? So everybody know the trick like Control F to find something on a page, right? So basically, this is a glorified version of that. Find REI.com, plug this cookie in there. Every time you find REI or every time you find GoPro or whatever it may be, plug this in there so that they've now monetized this incredible web community that they've built. And they've worked really hard to build. Making ski movies, that's not a very lucrative profession. This has become a lucrative profession. And they've used their brand to do this. Okay? Here's the same thing. So they also do product reviews. Right down here, this little product review, right? This little, whatever this product is. So I tried to get this all in here. I'm bad at PowerPoint. But for those of you in the back, you might not be able to see it. But I was basically hovering over this to prove to you and also to show you how you can see if something is actually an affiliate link or not. Okay? Yeah, give me just 1 second. Let me finish. So basically you can see right here, blah, 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 www.avantlink.com, click, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so if this was going, this is a drop backpack, right? So if this was just going to the drop website, it'd say www.drop.com/this backpack, okay? But here's a really quick way to see, oh yeah, these guys are going to make money if I click this link and go buy it from wherever this is going, as an example. Yeah?
Federal law now requires all affiliate links to be labeled as such.
Right. I'm showing more how you can tell if it's an affiliate link or not.
But I'm saying, just so everybody knows, if you do put an affiliate link, the FCC is now getting a little snotty about it. And so it is federal law that you have to label it as such.
Yes, exactly. If they find you, good luck. Okay. But maybe they will. I don't know. Yeah. But another thing. So, again, go back. Don't set it and forget it. If this is one thing I can impart to you, affiliate marketing is not something to get on board in, spend 2 weeks doing, and don't log into your account for another year. Okay? Don't do that. You're going to waste yourself money, you're going to waste yourself time, and you're going to waste other people's money and time as well. Either find an affiliate manager or do it internally, but dedicate the resources to doing it. So as an example, we've been doing affiliate marketing for years, probably since we started. Currently, I have one employee who only spends about 2 to 6 hours a week on affiliate marketing in general. That's not a lot, okay? It's a very reasonable amount of time. I know what the return is on that, so if I'm bringing in 15% of my sales, I'm probably doing a bad job managing it because you should be spending more time on that. But at some point, you want to just start to look at those numbers and say, here's where we want to be, here's how much time we're going to dedicate to this. Affiliate manager duties, we're going to go very quickly. One thing I mentioned before was relationships. Once you start to see who your high value affiliates are, or from an affiliate perspective, once you start to see who your high value merchants are, reach out to them personally. Make a relationship, introduce yourself, check in at least monthly and say, hey, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything I can provide for you? Are our banners working for you? Hey, what if I give you a 1% commission bump? Will that move me up the list, right? So on those sites like Trailspace and GearBuyer, those guys are basically ranking us on what's called an earnings per click. So if I'm not making him money every time somebody clicks my store, I'm getting pushed down, right? If I want to get pushed back up to the top, sometimes I might have to increase his commission. It's just like anybody else. They want to make more money at the end of the day. So here's a whole bunch of other things. You can check it out on SlideShare afterwards. This is what I just talked about. View affiliates as partners. They are not just affiliates. Or at the very least, view your top affiliates as partners, okay? Build relationships. Be responsive, and make sure your program terms are clear and enforce them. These can get out of control, especially this whole PPC bidding thing. Okay, make sure people aren't bidding on your name if you have told them they can't. Long-term results. So something that we're kind of continually doing is recruiting new affiliates and nurturing our existing affiliates. Very important. Nurture your existing affiliates. Have them bring you more money. If there's only 10 guys bringing in 90% of your revenue, it's really easy to reach out to 10 people, right, on a weekly or monthly basis. So do that. You know, seasonality, etc., and so forth. Make sure your conversions are going and they're in line with sort of your other site-wide metrics. So generally, this is a really good statement. And so here's some stats from us, okay? A 1.2 conversion rate, which is slightly higher than our site-wide conversion rate, so that's good. That's what we want. We think affiliates should be generating something higher than just a random person coming in off the internet. Again, 12% of sales, this was about 12 to 15, but here's a big one. 2 million ad impressions. I am a tiny little company up in Kings Beach, California, okay? I have about 2,500 products. 2 million ad impressions. So that's what affiliates are doing for me. So they're getting my brand out there. Even if you don't click when you're looking for that North Face black large jacket, hopefully you'll click eventually because at the very least, you've seen me. Okay? At the very least, you've seen me. Very quickly. So, not everybody lives in Northern California where it's winter, right? Some people live in Florida. Some people could be in Europe. Who knows where they could be? They could be in Australia. They could be anywhere. So what I'm showing you here is just some examples of sort of different things you want to make sure you're doing. So this is what we're running right now. Literally right now. We have a sale going on. This is what we update every 2 weeks no matter what, to coincide with whatever promotion we're running on our website, okay? The rest of these guys sort of hang out in there at about a 6-month rotation, right? It probably is summer somewhere. And this image might actually get to somebody in some place that it's warm. Of course, it might actually get to somebody in some place that it's cold too, because they're like, ooh, that's some pretty water. I want to go there. You know, maybe it's just a generic free shipping banner. Maybe it's a backpack-centric site, and so they want backpack banners, okay? The only reason you know what they want is to ask them. Otherwise, you're shooting in the dark. So we know we have some guys that love to advertise like the Gear of the Year winners and all of these winners of all these awards. So we build them banners for that purpose, okay? Now, other people can pick up these banners too. We don't exclude them. But what I'm trying to show you here is the variety that you want to provide your affiliates with. Don't think all your affiliates are just your next door neighbors. Continually recruit new affiliates, so email introductions, commission bumps, you know, adoption of all the tools you have available, and share and trade content. Really good one. So if you are an affiliate out there, get those affiliates to write some stuff for your website. And be like, hey, I'll give you a link back. That's really powerful stuff too. That's it. Good. Sorry. How much? Sorry if I was really quick.
Awesome.
Dave, we've got 20 minutes before we adjourn, so why don't we do questions for 5 minutes, and then we can do the raffle stuff.
Sure.
And I'll do one. Do we have the
Of
business cards?
course.
So while Dave's doing questions, if anybody else, I'll pass this around. Please add business cards. Don't take other people's out.
We ask that you only put one of your
And yeah,
business
that was
cards in
like
there.
the 30-minute overview of affiliate marketing. There's
Here.
so much more out there, so I do want you to keep that in mind. Yeah.
So I'm building an online community site. It's free and it's a smaller niche within the parenting niche, and I'm struggling with finding good quality products, a little bit higher ticket. I'm used to selling ebooks as an affiliate online and
Cool.
books, but I don't want to just sell Amazon books.
Yeah.
You know, once the membership grows, do I just start looking through these third-party affiliate platforms for products, or how do I find?
I would, if that's what you're doing, that's your expertise, right? So, I hope that you have some products in mind that you think are really good.
Pass it down.
And then B, what I would say is, maybe I would go to the suppliers of said products, right? And be like, hey, I have this website, I test products, or I write about products, or whatever. And so you want to, figure out if there's a market for those products out there and if people are looking for them. Then what you can do, and I can't get you in there right now, but for example, in Avant Link, and I know you can't do this in Share a Sale or Commission Junction, you might in some of the other ones. You could go into Avant Link as an affiliate, and then there's a search bar, and you could type in baby bottles, and it will show you all of the merchants that have a category or product on their site for baby bottles, right? And then you might go and build yourself an ad like that for baby bottles, right? On the same page that you're talking about the baby bottles, for example. This is a visual way to do it. There's also all those text ways to do it too. And every time you mention, the sippy cup from the Avent sippy spout. We sell Avent sippy spouts, by the way. So you would hyperlink that, and it would be a link to the Avent sippy spout on the Tahoe Mountain Sports website with an affiliate cookie in there, or whatever merchant you choose. It might be diapers.com because they have a lot more volume than I do. So that's the downside of all this talking I do about affiliate marketing and Magnify. They quickly realize they're going to make a hell of a lot more money off Sierra Trading Post and REI.com than they're going to make off TahoeMountainSports.com. So I shot myself in the foot there. But that's how it goes. Yeah.
Dave, you mentioned brand awareness affiliates. How does, if you have a service you're providing and you have an affiliate relationship to their website and you have a banner ad, how do you, or how does the affiliate get paid if it's just a brand awareness type scenario?
You don't.
So you have to do a lot of
Follow up. You have to create a conversion, first of all. So if you're the affiliate,
service.
your service, and you're showing an affiliate's banner, for example, right? Or a merchant's banner.
Correct.
Sorry.
I'm on their site.
Right.
I've got a banner for just brand
No,
awareness.
they would be on your site. If you're the service provider and you're saying, hey, I endorse X, Y, and Z.com, that banner lives on your site. So if somebody's on your site, am I reversing it?
Yeah, actually,
Sorry.
I was thinking of, just building brand awareness. If
Yes.
a service company were to place a banner
Right.
on, say, a retail site,
Right.
how does the retail site justify leaving that banner up there, taking ad space?
It doesn't. That's more of the cost per impression model. So then you want to buy banner space just to build your own brand. They're not actually going to get, so merchants like me, anybody who sells stuff, our primary goal is to keep people on our site, don't let them go anywhere else. So we actually don't do any marketing on we don't do any external marketing on our site. We'll trade links, we'll do things like that, but you'll never see, a Lake Tahoe real estate banner on my website, for example. I don't want you going to LakeTahoeRealEstate.com, I want you staying on TahoeMountainSports.com. But if you were paying me whatever, right, Well, then the incentive might be there. You know, that's the monetization of a site. And so, you know, backcountry.com is a great example of this. If any of you shop on backcountry.com, about a year and a half ago, backcountry.com started putting Google ads on their site. They now have video ads on their site. And so they are bucking the trend of traditional e-commerce right now. They are promoting whatever outside third-party services on their site that potentially a consumer can click on, and they're off backcountry.com and now they're over here. So they're monetizing their site. They're basically saying this product page wasn't cutting it. We need to make more off of this single page. And that's how they're doing it. So finding a way to monetize is really the issue you're looking for, and that would be a cost per impression model, basically. Yeah.
Sounded like you don't like the Google affiliate program.
I don't like or not like anything. I prefer Avant Link. How about that?
Okay.
Generally, what we found with the bigger platforms is that example I gave you earlier. They're extremely unresponsive. They post junk, and they cause more headaches than they do revenue. And at the end of the day, the last thing I need to deal with is some random person's website who won't reply to me, who won't respond to me, but is promoting my brand free of charge, right? But in an inaccurate way.
Dave, let's do one more question.
Okay. The gentleman back there had one.
So this is a question, but a way to kind of clarify the relationship is rather than in a lot of them are called advertisers rather than merchants, and publishers are sometimes called the affiliates. So when you go to the sites, that's another way to distinguish the two.
Thank you. And that's absolutely true. And that's the whole content and all of that other stuff. So that was a quick one. One more question, anyone? Sure.
I have a friend that's a project manager. He's done some stuff on the internet, and he made this statement that when I told him I was coming here, that only like affiliates that have really huge lists make any money. And you kind of presented some information that conflicts with that. I want to test the accuracy of that, and then the other part of this is if you give it some quick keys to finding and becoming an affiliate, quality affiliate.
Sure. So the best way. Yes, if you were going to start a website tomorrow, put a whole bunch of banners up and expect to be, 3 months down the road retiring and living on your banner marketing, so to speak, that's not going to happen, okay? This guy, and this is why we've gotten such a close relationship with SierraDescents.com. This is a really good example. So what he's basically done is found a niche for himself on certain things. So I bet you if you typed in like Sierra Nevada backcountry hiking trip or something, it's a pretty long tail search, granted, but he probably comes up in the top 5, maybe. And if he does, that's pretty cool. So he's gotten himself some traction. Right, and what he's really doing is now monetizing that traction. That's all he's doing. So affiliate marketing, like I said, is not an end-all, be-all. Yes, there are people who make livings. So the Trail Space guys, the Gear Buyer guys, those are big operations, many employees. They're doing things right, and they're making a lot of money. Okay, but that's why I brought Andy up, because he's a single guy. He has a real job. He does this for fun. But he's also making money, right? And he's actually getting to the point of making enough money where he doesn't have to go and commute to LA 3 days a week. So, it's relative. And you definitely want to, keep that in mind when you're going. Your second question was, how do you find good affiliates? You seek them out and you take the time to look for them. And you have really bad experiences with bad affiliates. And you say, wow, I am never going to make that mistake again. And you go out and you do those searches, okay? So what service, what do you do? What's your website?
Advertising and marketing.
Advertising and marketing. So, you're going to go out and you're going to look for the big players in that space, and you're going to look for the sites that are talking about things like that. you might, and you're going to email them, and you're going to email them again, and you're going to email them again, and maybe you're going to get a response, and maybe you're not. If you get a response, great. If you don't, keep moving on. You know, the affiliate world, so exactly to your point, the people who start in affiliate marketing and try to just do things on the easy, they're lazy because they're trying to make a living off of doing nothing, off of posting other people's products and banners, and they're trying to make a living off of that. The guys who try and who put the time in to make custom ads like this, and who put the time in to solicit reviews about products from the user communities, and who create forums where people can talk, those are the people who care. And those are the people that you want to partner with at the end of the day. And that's what's really important. It's really a partnership. Because those other, 300 affiliates that I have, I don't know who they are and I don't care. These, my top 10, I know them all by name. I've met them in person at trade shows. We email, every few months or so, and we just check in. And it's, and it's a much better relationship like that. It's a very healthy relationship. I'll stick around afterwards if anybody.